every year when I bring out this list, it always surprises me how much attention this list gets within a trekking community. I'm always surprised. So I am always weighed down with the responsibility of giving a list for the year which will take care of our trekkers' interests. So this year I have made a change. I'm not giving the list for the year, but I'm going to select my top treks for 2026 in every season. So I'm going to give it every season so that trekkers can plan for it and do only that trek for that season. Now we have 40 odd treks, and I'm going to filter out from all those 40 odd treks and choose what I feel is the best trek to do in that season. Now it could be controversial, but just stay with me. So I'm going to start with spring, because that's the March-April season. Now spring in our country is flowers, out and out flowers. Whichever trek you go, you must look for flowers. And one of the flowers in our country that you must look for are the rhododendrons. I don't know whether you have seen rhododendrons, but if you do, it is something which the sight stays with you for years, because you will never see those flowers in the plains. Even in the high altitude of the Himalayas, you'll have to go to a certain altitude and only then you'll get to see it, which is usually above 8,000 feet, between that 8 and 11,000 feet bracket. Not every trek will have rhododendrons. There are some treks in our country which are filled with rhododendrons. And among those treks, the trek for you to do is the Ranthambore Khadak trek. And it has other two good things going with it. No crowd. Absolutely no crowd. And it is the densest rhododendrons that we have seen in all our treks. Earlier we used to talk about the Koechala, the Devriyatal, but Ranthambore Khadak beats it. Do it only in March, April. That's the top trek to do in spring in India, hands down. Next I come to our summer treks, which usually starts in the month of May and goes until the end of June. And there are plenty of treks to do. This is the time for the adventure treks. This is the time for the thriller treks. This is the time to hit the snow lines. Now, I have a problem with summer treks. Most of our summer treks are awfully crowded. The Rupin passes, the Buran Ghati, they're good treks, but they're awfully crowded. Yet amongst all of these summer treks, there is one summer trek which I really want people to do, where they'll get the adventure and the thrill. It's going to be crowded, but not as much as the Rupin and Buran, and that is the Gaumukh Tapovan. Gaumukh Tapovan is a very, very underrated summer trek. But the mountain views, the thrill and adventure of climbing up to Tapovan, seeing the Bhagirathi sisters over there, the Shivling right in front of you, unparalleled in any of our treks, including Rupin Buran that we talk about. So for me, for this year, I would recommend people to do the Gaumukh Tapovan. Next we move to the monsoon season, which is the July, August until mid-September. Monsoon, again, we are spoiled for choice. There are at least 12 or 13 treks to do, if not more. And I cannot really pick which one and which one not to do. And this time, I've left out all the Jammu and Kashmir treks, because Jammu and Kashmir is still under a cloud of uncertainty, whether you can do it or whether you cannot do it. So I'm leaving that out. The trek to do in monsoon, amongst all these beautiful 12-13 treks, is the Pin Bhava Pass. I have not come across any trek which is as dramatic as the Pin Bhava Pass in my life. And all my international friends who over-trek and who have trekked in India and have compared trek outside our country, they still say Pin Bhava Pass is amongst the top treks to do in the world. So if you want to see a dramatic change in scenery and something which will stay with you, I think for your lifetime, then Pinbhava Pass in these months is the trek to do, July, August or up to mid-September. Then I move to autumn. Autumn is where the colors start coming. The colors of the forests, because now the leaves are falling, the reds, the oranges, the purples, the pinks, all of them are now coming alive in the forest. And the forest floor is turning from green to that golden yellows. This is the time for colors, and one trek which you must go for colors is the Fulara Ridge. Very underrated trek. Not many people go on it. Again, not too many crowd, but the colors of the forest, the colors on the ridge, the colors as you get off the ridge, all in all, is something which will stay with you for a very, very long time. So Fulara Ridge is for me the trek to do in the months of autumn, which is from middle of September, October, even until November. Maybe you can go up to the end of November. That's the trek to do. And finally, I come to the winter trek. Now in winter, there is a mad rush in our country to go for the snow treks. You name the trek, people are going for it. Whether it is the Daira Bukyal, the Kuari Pass, the Kedarkanta, and frankly speaking, I think they're missing the best of the winter trek. Because the best of the winter trek is not even in the Himalayas. It's in the central India, the Chhattisgarh jungle trek. Because that's when the jungle is now coming alive, in the winter, where you get to see the presence of wildlife. You don't see wildlife, but you feel the presence of wildlife around you. You see a jungle in central India which you will never see in your life. This is what Rudyard Kipling dreamt of. This is where the books came alive. So in the heart of central India is the Chhattisgarh jungle trek. Now we have two over there. We have Pench as well. But if you ask me between the two, I would choose the Chhattisgarh jungle trek for the sheer variety it brings in. So for me, the winter trek to do is the Chhattisgarh jungle trek. Starts from the month of November, December, January, and up to end of January, maybe early February, you can do this trek. So this is my list for the year 2026, but I wanted to give you one bonus new trek. It's a new discovery. Again, no one has stepped foot on it, but the kind of rave reviews I am hearing about it is the Archer Top. Archer Top in winter. If you want a choice of winter trek and you don't want the crowd and you want the snow, then it's the Archer Top. And on the same lines, India's economy is growing. People have now more options, and I am constantly asked, which international trek do I do? I have this choice of Nepal trek, I am leaving them out. We have this choice of treks in Tanzania, in Indonesia, I am leaving them out and going straight away for the Atsunta Pass in Georgia. If there is one trek in our world which is so good, which will stay with your eyes for a long time, is the Atsunta Pass in Georgia. Georgia is becoming very popular with Indians, but thankfully the trek is not crowded with trekkers. You'll only see international trekkers. That's a great feeling to get on that trek, and it is the international trek to do. One of the most pleasing treks I have done. So that's your list for 2026.